My name is Sudhir Selvaraj, and I am a recent graduate of Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota, where I studied international relations and political science and minored in business. It was a massive change in how you live, basically. Bangalore is a big city, sprawling metropolis, teeming literally millions of people around the place. Concordia was located in this twin cities, Fargo-Moorhead, with a grand total population of 300,000 people. So obviously the first difference is you don't see as many people. The culture difference is very apparent, and not to say that Indian culture is better than American culture or vice versa. It's just different, and it's just different in terms of how you relate to people, how you spend your time, what you do in your free time and things like that, which is always a great learning experience. And I personally believe, like, when you submerge yourself in a whole new experience, a whole new culture, it's when you actually truly learn. So it was a perfect fit. So I got a chance to study in a liberal arts college, which is drastically different from what my high school experience would have been, or what my college experience would have been. It encourages you to think more than memorize. It encourages you to write more than regurgitate. And the opportunity to do those things actually prepared me a lot better to tackle things over a broad spectrum, as opposed to memorizing things in one particular field. So I was doing political science classes, I was doing geography classes, social dance, astronomy as a class too, because you have to do certain requirements around different fields. So even taking a class in each of those things introduced me to the basic literature in each field, introduced me to research skills, writing skills within each thing, and helped me network and sort of see the connection between all of them. I've always been actively involved in high school and such, and I wanted that to continue. So when I got to Concordia, within the first week, I got elected as the freshman class representative on the student government. And I basically continued student government for 4 years. And in my junior year, I ended up being the vice president of the student body and vice president of the student government too. Residence life is a very fun work experience too, and I got a chance to do that for 3 years. It's essentially being in charge of a building or a floor and developing a community, making sure that rules aren't broken, but in general just making sure that others' college experiences are as cool as yours. I also got a chance to work with the admissions office, and great opportunity of meeting people, talk to high school kids about the college and why you love it and stuff. And it's something I still do until this day. But in addition, I got a chance to work at the library, campus lights, the dining center, you name it, for a while. But those are the learning opportunities beyond that. And with residence life and student government in particular, you were assigned an advisor. So even when you would go into a meeting, the advisor would sort of focus on A, getting the work done, but B, tailoring you to perform better in a meeting next time. So helping your writing skills go on, helping your presentation skills, teaching you on how to ask questions that would elicit the proper answer, things like that. So that one-on-one mentoring system was invaluable, like, it's incredible. So I did 2 programs. One was a 2-week program to Seattle, Washington, to study environmental policy. And Seattle is the leader in America for sustainability and the green movement and different things like that. So we went there to study that, and it was a phenomenal program for 2 weeks. I also got a chance to do an urban immersion program for 4 days in Minneapolis. And this was basically trying to put us in the shoes of the other. So basically trying to see what it was like to be in a very diverse city, to make us see what, like, an urban poor area would look like and things like that. And it was really interesting, because when you're in a Bangalore setting, you always see the slums, but you never prompted to even go in there or learn more about this. But here you were thrown right in there, and we were staying in the soup kitchen for the night. We were eating in the soup kitchen as well. And those type of experiences, again, it just stays with you wherever you go. I did a co-op while I was in Concordia too for my senior capstone for political science. And I basically actually came down the summer before my freshman year and studying. My question that I asked, my research question was, what would Gandhi think of today's development pattern? So it was an analysis into India's development and re-looking at it from a Gandhian perspective. So my paper turned out to be a neo-Gandhian perspective on development. So when I was here, I got a chance to, and I was here on a grant, so Concordia paid for me to be here actually. And I got a chance to talk with professors and NGOs and notable people in the field of government all over the place. And it was a great learning experience. A professor and I worked together one-on-one, and we produced a paper from that. So I would like to describe relationships sometimes as purposeful and some accidental. And in college, you're going to get a huge amount of both. Personally, my academic advisor, her name is Rebecca Moore, and she is an expert in NATO alliances and such. And she's written a book, and she's very well respected around the place. I was accidentally assigned to her as an advisee when I wasn't fully interested in political science as a goal. And then through the relationship I built with her over the years, including classes and mentoring sessions and advising meetings and such, she basically convinced me that political science and international relations is a phenomenal field, and just by the example she sets, it makes me want to be a part of that. I've come back to Bangalore with the couple of business classes I've taken, with a lot of the personal development, with the mentoring and stuff like that. I actually do a few side projects along the way and a job, but one of them is running catering service with my cousins. So we got together, I handle all the accounting business stuff for them. I still help out with an international study abroad program in India as well, and that requires all the skills I mentioned with the residents, like the counseling, the mentoring, things like that. So I do a decent chunk of stuff, which without the liberal arts it wouldn't have happened. And I know this is, with my plan to go back to grad school next year, the foundation I got with the liberal arts is a great stepping stone, because it like rooted me in one field, but also gave me the opportunity to explore others as well. So I kind of wanted to get into the international media and hopefully one day work for a bigger news house, so maybe like CNN or BBC, and something to that extent. I'm applying currently to grad schools and hopefully can make that dream a reality pretty soon. Without Concordia, I would never, without meeting Rebecca Moore, my advisor, I would never have had reinforced this interest of mine in international affairs, and she definitely got me thinking about my career and helped me think about it in the right way and also on the right footing to get me to where I need to be. The flexibility of liberal arts allowed me to study it, and at the same time allowed me to take a class in film appreciation, allowed me to take a photography class, allowed me to take a news writing class. So even though I didn't study journalism per se, I've had a good foundational basis and also an opportunity to try these things out. And I realized that going into grad school, I have a strong idea of knowing what I want to do almost before my life starts. It means everything, actually. The chance to be a part of a new culture, the chance to be welcomed into several different families, because I was gone for 4 whole years, which means 4 Christmases, 4 New Year's Eves, 4 birthdays and things like that. The number of people I got a chance to meet, the number of times you wish you were home, but then you knew you had a different home, was always reassuring to me. The opportunity to learn under people who've lived life of commitment and of conviction is fascinating. A, because you get to learn from their experiences, but B, you get to see them as role models and somebody you aspire to be. And those are the things you can't take away wherever you go. And I'm pretty sure no matter what happens, I will accredit a large chunk of my success to whatever Concordia has made of me. And it's one of those sayings where you don't know where you're going, but you know where you've been. And Concordia is a big part of where I've been, and that will always stay true to me.